Hello students, in last lecture we have seen about the tangent and secants, their properties like tangent theorem and tangent segment theorem. We have also solved examples from practice set 3.1. Now we are going to see the new concept touching circles. First we will see the definition of touching circles. If two circles in the same plane have only one point, in common are called touching circles. If two circles in the same plane have only one point in common are called touching circles. There are two types of touching circles. First is externally touching circles. And second is internally touching circles. Here we will see about externally touching circles. If there are two circles which touch each other in point T, if P and Q are their centers and they touch each other in point T, then these two circles are called as externally touching circles. If we draw a line through point T, then it is common tangent between two circles. Here two circles with center P and Q are externally touching circles and line L is common tangent. Here P, T, Q are collinear, therefore distance between centers is equal to PT plus TQ. Therefore PQ is equal to PT plus TQ. Means distance between the centers of the externally touching circles is equal to the sum of their radii. If R1 is radii of circle with center P, R2 is radii of circle with center Q, then distance PQ is equal to R1 plus R2. Now second type of touching circles is internally touching circles. Internally touching circles. Here we will draw figure for it. If there is one circle with center A, then other circle with center B, then and they touch each other in point T, therefore T is common point between the circles with center A and B. Here point A, B and T will be collinear if we draw line through point T, then it will be common tangent. If it is line L, then it will be common tangent between two internally touching circles. Here point A, B and T will be collinear. Then distance AB or AB is equal to here radius of circle with center A is AT, means distance AB is equal to AT minus BT. Distance AT will be AB plus BT, therefore distance AB will be AT minus BT. That means if the radius of circle with center A is R1 and with center B is R2, then distance between the centers is equal to R1 minus R2. That means in case of internally touching circles, distance between the centers is equal to difference between the radii, and here in externally touching circles, distance between the centers is equal to sum of their radii. Here one thing to be noted, that the common point between two circles, here point T and here also point T, lie on the line passing through the centers of the circle. Here if we draw line AB passing through centers, or here if we draw line PQ passing through centers, then point T lie on these lines. Now we will see examples on it from practice set 3.2. See here example is, first example from 3.2. Two circles having radii 3.5 cm and 4.8 cm touch each other internally. Find the distance between their centers. Here let R1 is equal to 4.8 cm, R2 is equal to 3.5 cm are the radii of two circles. Two circles are internally touching, therefore distance between their centers is equal to R1 minus R2 is equal to 4.8 minus 3.5, that is 1.3 centimeter. Therefore distance between the internally touching circles centers, therefore distance between centers of internally touching circles is 1.3 centimeter. Then second example from practice set is, two circles of radii 5.5 centimeter and 4.2 centimeter touch each other externally. Find the distance between their centers. There in that example there are externally touching circles, therefore to find the distance between the centers you have to add the radii. The distance will be equal to sum of their radii. Hello students, due to failure of electricity I have to make another video for next examples. See, here we will see another example, example number 4 from practice sheet 3.2. In figure, circles with center P and Q touch each other at R. Circles with center P and Q are touching externally in point R. A line passing through R meets a circle at point A and B. One line is there, AB, respectively. Prove that segment AP parallel segment BQ. Here AP parallel BQ is to show. Then second thing, triangle APR similar triangle RQB. These two triangles to be shown as similar. And third is find angle RQB. We have to find this angle Q if angle PAR is equal to 35 degree. Now we will first prove first statement, that is segment AP parallel segment BQ. See here, in triangle PAR, seg AP congruent seg PR. These are radii of circle. Same circle. Therefore, angle PAR congruent angle PRA isosceles triangle theorem. Then in triangle RQB, second triangle is triangle RQB. In triangle RQB, seg RQ congruent seg QB. These are also radii of same circle. Therefore, angle QRB congruent angle QBR will give second number. It is also isosceles triangle. Therefore, reason is isosceles triangle theorem. Now, angle PRA congruent angle QRB. See in this figure, angle PRA and angle QRB are congruent because they are vertically opposite angles. We will give 3 number to this statement. Here see, angle PR congruent angle PRA, angle PRA congruent angle QRB, and angle QRB congruent angle QBR. Therefore, from 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3, angle here in figure, angle PAR congruent angle QBR. See in figure, angle, this angle congruent to this angle congruent to this, and this congruent to this. Therefore, angle A congruent angle B means angle PAR congruent angle QBR. This property is called as transitivity. Therefore, if these two triangles are congruent here, if these two triangles are congruent, then PA parallel QB. Therefore, sec PA parallel sec QB, it is alternate angle test. For parallel lines, see, we have seen that these two angles, if we consider AB as transversal, then angle A and angle B will be alternate angles and they will be congruent by alternate angle test. It is our first proof. Then our second proof, we will see from figure. Second proof, triangle APR similar triangle RQB. We have to prove in these two triangles, in triangle APR and triangle RQB, angle PAR congruent angle QRB, why? From first and third, then angle PRA congruent angle QBR from second and third. Therefore, triangle APR similar triangle RQB AA test. See in figure, angle PAR congruent angle QRB and angle PRA congruent angle QBR. Therefore, two triangles are similar by AA test. Now, third thing to find is if angle RQB, if angle PAR is equal to 35 degree, then find angle RQB. Here, angle QBR is equal to angle PAR from first proof. Therefore, angle QBR is equal to 35 degree. We have given angle PAR 35. Therefore, angle QBR is equal to also 35 degree. Now, in triangle QBR, angle QBR is equal to angle QRB is equal to 35 degree because it is isosceles triangle. Therefore, in triangle QBR, angle QBR plus angle QRB plus angle RQB is equal to 180 degree. Angle sum property of triangle. Therefore, angle QBR 35 plus angle QRB also 35 degree plus angle RQB is equal to 180 degree. Therefore, angle RQB is equal to 180 minus 70. Therefore, angle RQB is equal to 110 degree. In this way, we can solve this example. This example can be asked for 3 marks or 4 marks. Now, you have to complete practice set 3.2. Remaining examples, that is examples 2, 3 and 5. Complete your homework. In next lecture, we will see the next part, that is arc of a circle. Thank you.